potential drug deal in the area.
Okay.
So I've had... Oh, they're just talking in my ear.
So you've seen me come in and out my flat today, have you?
No, so we've had a...
I think I gave you my name, didn't I? I gave you my name, but I just didn't... Yeah, I just didn't want to give you my address, which I don't think I'm obliged to give, am I?
No, you don't.
I'm not obliged to give it, so...
So a quick overview on what you're about to see. This guy has been stopped just as he's walking out of his flat, the parking area, and these coppers have stopped him for allegedly drug dealing. There's no reason to stop him. They've just had a report that there's drug dealing in the area. So they've stopped him. I wonder why they stopped this guy and nobody else, just him. But as you heard there, he'd give him his name, he just refused, didn't want to give him his address because he didn't have to. You don't even have to give him your name. But we'll get into that in the actual video. So basically, as you've seen, it's been stopped for suspicion of drug dealing. But let's actually watch. I'm going to play the full video because it's nice and short. I'm going to play the full video uninterrupted and then just have my opinion at the end. Maybe throw up the Misuse of Drugs Act and that sort of stuff as well. So let's just get straight into it.
Just to get this right, I've walked... you don't mind if I put this in your face, do you? Okay. So I've walked out and you guys have stopped me for... What was it?
So a potential drug deal in the area.
Okay.
So I've had... Oh, they're just talking in my ear.
So you've seen me come in and out my flat today, have you?
No, so we've had a...
So I've walked out my flat, and apparently I've been drug dealing in the area. So that's quite a funny one.
No, that's okay. So basically, I wanted to confirm your address. So what happened? We had information that there was a drug dealing taking
Can I put
place.
this at you? Is that okay?
If you really want to, it doesn't bother me. Okay.
Yep.
So I've asked you just straight up what your name was.
Okay. Yeah.
And instantly you've become... I wouldn't exactly say hostile.
No, I just not had the best experience with the police in the past,
fine.
and
You've been evasive,
that's very well known.
I'm sure you'd agree that I've been approachable with you and nice.
Okay. Yep.
Correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So I've asked your name. You've been a bit evasive.
Yeah.
I've explained to you the reason.
I think I gave you my name, didn't I? I gave you my name, but I just didn't.
Address.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give you my address, which I don't think I'm obliged to give, am I?
No, you don't.
I'm not obliged to give it. So.
But what I was doing, because I found you were being evasive,
yes,
I was going to detain you for a drug search.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
On the basis that I ran your name through our computer.
Yep.
And where you live checks out.
Okay. All right.
So you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Perfect.
All right. Sorry, guys. That was a very confusing.
That's fine.
All right.
It can be a confusing type of job.
We would never ask anyone for individuals without reason.
Sorry, guys. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.
So we're going to be looking at the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971, Section 23, subsection 2, which states there.
If a constable has reasonable grounds to suspect that any person is in possession of a controlled drug in contravention of this Act or of any regulations, F1 or orders, made thereunder, the constable may A. Search that person and detain him for the purpose of searching him.
So, this is what he said he was going to do, search him under the Misuse of Drugs Act. But do you really believe, because somebody had reported drug dealing in the area, that he has reasonable grounds to suspect that this person was in possession of a controlled drug? Because I don't believe those grounds was. And now this person handed over his name. Yes, he was reluctantly didn't want to give his address, but the minute he gave his name, it was tough titty in it. So, because even if you're a victim, they've got a database for victims as well. So, if you're a victim of a crime or you've committed a crime, or give evidence in a crime, you are on their database. So, giving your name, like he said, is pinged up his address. And that's what he didn't want to give. So you're under no obligation to hand over your details whatsoever to a police constable. Whatsoever. You don't even have to give them when you're arrested. So when you get stopped, it is a consensual conversation until they spout some sort of dissection out on you or legislation to tell you what they're going to be doing. So you're under no obligation to even stop and talk to them. And then in most cases, I would recommend to not ever speak to the police. Because speaking to the police, all they're doing is trying to find a reason to search you or to arrest you. This was the complete opposite, luckily for this person. And they ended up just walking away. But it is a tricky situation. And everything in this is just my opinion. Obviously, I'm not there. I don't know what happened before the video started. And I don't know what was the circumstances. And we know he was stopped and searched for that reason. But all of this is just my opinion. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm. And I'll catch you on the next one.